Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Debatable's. I'm Blake Hill. This is my co-host, Patrick Masterman, and we have a special guest today, David Pindell. He is a quarterback. He is playing in the FCF, and he is trying to get to the NFL, and he actually coached our team at one point. So,
All right.
how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Appreciate you for having me.
All right. Let's dive right in. First question: when did you start playing football?
I got into football my sophomore year of high school. That was my first year ever playing organized football. I got introduced to it by watching my friends in the neighborhood play. I watched Michael Vick growing up, and I just I wanted to be like Michael Vick after watching him play. Just how amazing he was. So that's when I got into it. Went out for tryouts sophomore year, and that's where it kicked off at Oakland Mills High School.
Mm-hmm. So, if there was an NFL player you had to compare yourself to, who would it be?
If I had to pick one NFL player to compare my game to, I'm a biased person, so I'll probably say Aaron Rodgers, with a mixture of Russell Wilson from a pocket presence standpoint, moving around making plays. But when it comes to running, that's the thing that stands out a lot to people. I guess you can compare me to Lamar Jackson because give me the ball and give me a hole, I take it to the house. I can make people miss. So it's a variety of all three of them, mixed together in different aspects.
Well, I know that you like that, Patrick.
For sure. All right. How would
Next question: who inspired you to start playing football?
Like I said earlier, it was Michael Vick. That's the first person I watched to even get even interested in football. I watched Michael Vick when he was playing for the Falcons, and back when he was with the Falcons, all he did was he did a lot of running and just making people miss. So he was fun to watch, and that's the time when I started watching him, and that's when I realized I want to do that. I realized that was fun to me. I was like, I wanted to do that. So after I watched him, practicing in the neighborhood with my cousin, throwing the ball back and forth with him. My cousin, gave me a little confidence saying, you should try out for the team. And I went and tried out, got ready for Oakland Mills tryouts. And then that's what got me into it. That's where, my career kicked off at.
Okay. So what did you have to do to get to UConn and then the CFL and then the FCF?
So coming out of high school, I wasn't really aware of the whole recruiting process because that wasn't the intention. I just went tryouts just to play. I didn't have no intention of getting recruited or anything like that because I didn't know about it. So when I learned a little bit about the recruiting process, I learned late in my career, my senior year, that you had to have a certain GPA, have certain grades to meet in order to accept a Division I scholarship. And by the time senior year came, when I progressed and I had a little bit of success in my game, schools like Maryland, Syracuse, and Buffalo started recruiting me. And when they came and tried to, offer me a scholarship, they said they couldn't because of how low my GPA was. So when I realized I had this really good talent at the highest level, but I couldn't accept it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to end up going to junior college so I can get that opportunity again. So I went to Lackawanna Junior College. And from there, I had to, do that process all over again with, keeping my grades up and then balling out at a high level, and which I did, which led me to, come out of JUCO with several offers, and then I'm narrowing it down to UConn and Temple. And I chose UConn because, I just felt like that was the place for me. It felt like home, and it was everything I was looking for in a college. So I went to UConn, had my little bit of success there, got the starting spot as a junior, had a pretty good senior year individually, but I got the attention of scouts throughout my senior year, and I got invited to the Minnesota Vikings and Tampa Bay Buccaneers for mini camp, but they had me switch my position to receiver, running back, punt return, and I had never trained at those positions, so it wasn't really ideal for me. So I didn't make it past that. Then I just, I kept believing in myself, kept training as a quarterback, got signed to the Montreal Alouettes for the end of the season in 2019. And then COVID hit 2020. And now, still looking for opportunities to, play quarterback and get to the highest level as a quarterback. So I'm here in the FCF playing for the Glacier Boyz. And the way I got here was from Quavo the rapper. He sent me a message on Instagram, asked me that I wanted to join his team. And, I talked to him, we had a conversation. He said this would be a really good opportunity, get some film and exposure. And I'm like, with what I'm doing right now, I'm not really doing anything. It's perfect because, I'm not doing nothing. It's football. It's only 7 games. It's a way to, be able to get active, throw the ball around, compete, get some exposure. So that's what landed me here. And then from there, we'll see where it takes me.
All right, next questions. What are some differences between the FCF and the NFL? You've been to the mini camps. How's like the speed different and how difficult it is?
Number one, the one thing that's different is it's not 11 on 11. It's 7 on 7. It's 3 down linemen, quarterback, and then it could be 2 receivers. It could be 3 receivers, 2 receivers and running back. So it's basically 7 on 7. It's a 50-yard field with a smaller field. So it's more like an indoor arena field. And other than that, the rules are still the same, 2 feet in to catch the ball, 4 downs. And after that part, everything else is just normal football. Competition is still high because guys from all over that played, in the NFL, CFL, XFL, dudes coming fresh out of college. So there's different variety of skill, but it's all good competition here.
Is there a center? Is there like a center snapping the ball to you, or are you just taking it like right off a table?
Yeah, it's just like regular football. With the 3 down linemen, you take the center from under, you take the snap from under, or you can go gun, either one. I prefer to go under in this league because since everything happens so fast, it allows me to, move my feet faster. But yeah, it's like regular football. You take the snap from under center, or you can be in the gun, either way.
All right. Take me through a day in the life of an FCF player, like.
So our day starts at 6:30. Get up for breakfast, have our little breakfast. Then we transition over to we'll have an offensive meeting where we talk about practice. We'll watch a little bit of film, and we just talk about some things going into practice, what we're going to do in practice, what we're going to work on today in practice, and things of that stuff, and watch a little bit of film and some clips and cut-ups. Then we'll have a little break, go back to lunch, eat. Some guys have lifting after lunch because lifting is broken up in different groups. So some guys have lifting after lunch, and then around 12 o'clock we go out to practice for about 2 hours, come back, shower, do whatever you have to do, and then we'll have dinner around 5 o'clock. After dinner, we'll have more meetings. We'll have a team meeting, we'll have positional meetings, might have some walkthroughs. Some guys will have, media stuff, TV, studio stuff, things of that nature. And then, by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you're expected to be in your room. And then you just repeat that schedule throughout the week. And then on Saturday is game day.
All right. So I think that'll do it for now. Thank you for joining us. And
David is playing in a football game soon. It'll be streamed live on Twitch. Link will be in the description below. Thank you for coming out, David.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Blake and Patrick, for having me. I appreciate it a lot.
All right, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.
Thank you.